I don't think I can keep on doing this, guys. Like, this is insane. What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday to you. Today, tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be going live on YouTube for the PWCC weekly auction. Come stop by. Let's see how the market's doing. We're going to check it out. So, speaking of the market, Pokemon, whatever other TCGs you're into, let's talk about it a little bit. We just had a heritage auction, pristine auction, just close out yesterday. Day 2, it might be today. I don't even know. But there's like 2 sessions. First session ended yesterday. Absolute insane cards. Insane. So, there was a CGC 10 Illustrator Pikachu card. First edition base set Charizard, Shadowless Charizard, a whole bunch of other cards, all CGC. 100% CGC auction, not a single PSA card to be seen. The Illustrator that Logan Paul purchased himself, this is a different copy. Logan Paul purchased a PSA 10 for $5.2 million, not all cash. Partial trade. He traded a PSA 9 valued at, I don't even remember. But basically the total value was 5.2-ish million. Now, yesterday, literally yesterday, in a CGC 10 Gem Mint grade, the card looks okay. We all know Logan Paul's PSA 10 was regraded 7 times or so before it got to the PSA 10. Shout out to PSA for actually upgrading it and not noticing it's the same card being resubmitted a bajillion effing times. God knows how that happened. I'd love to hear the story on that one. But let's talk about the CGC 10 that sold for under $1 million yesterday. Shout out to the buyer of that effing card. Shout out to you, sir. That sounds like a hell of a deal compared to 5.2 milli. Yikos. That is effing disgusting. Logan Paul taking L's all over the place. Just liquid marketplace. Pokemon, his entire journey into Pokemon seems just not great. Except for his box breaks. Dude prints. It's been a while, but dude has done great. But man, the auction, if you're into just getting cards, not the labels, getting cards great, like that are just encapsulated, pretty good value for the condition of some of these cards that went in this auction. Like insane. The first edition base set Charizard, I believe it was the cheapest one sold in the last few months. It had started 168, 77, 68. I don't know what this one was with a buyer premium, 60, 50, I don't know. First edition Gem Mint CGC 10 Charizard. PSA 175, a little bit more. Interesting. Shout out again to the buyer of the card. Yikes. What a steal. Like, that's awesome, dude. That is freaking awesome. Because I've seen, I don't know how many PSA 10 Charizards. 90% of them bitches ain't PSA 10 Charizards today. Like, that's not the case. And we got people stealing Charizards at what seems to be like $40,000 to $50,000. That is pretty awesome. The upside, huge. It's got to be much bigger than something that's already $200,000. It's crazy that the difference between 2 labels could be $150,000. Different types of plastic. Really, this is like 23 cents of plastic, and it can change the price by 150 G's. 3 cents of plastic from China. Same shit. Different colored label, though. That's what's doing it. It's pretty wild. It's wild. If I were to go into and buy, like I have a lot of PSA 10 Zapdos cards. Really high end. It's been a while since I've bought one. But let me tell you, when I'm going to buy one, if it's high end, like if I'm buying like let's just say, what is the bitch? The TMB phone card. I don't think there's an example. Not a great example to give you, but let's just use it because I did. TMB phone card Zapdos. People are out there asking probably $18,000 on a PSA effing 10. Now, let's just use the CGC example. Let's say a CGC Gem Mint 10 last sold for $10,000. If I am the buyer of the next one, I'm using both effing comps if the cards look similar. The guy selling the card is going to be like, go F yourself, I don't want to sell it, but good effing luck, buddy. That card in the CGC, like for example, if the CGC one looked cleaner, that's an effing comp that I'm going to be effing using. It is what it is. I don't give a shit what the label says on the PSA slab. I'm looking at the card in the case. If that CGC one looks cleaner and it's sold for 10 effing G's, get fisted, bud. You ain't getting no money from me above the 10 grand. Like, it's crazy. Now, same. Let's just talk about everyone's favorite first edition Charizard. If I'm in the market, no, it won't be ever. I'm like, it's above me. I probably won't be for a long time. But if it keeps going the way it is, maybe I will be. But I feel like they might stop selling here soon because every one of them is sold. But first edition base set Charizard. If I am going into the market, if I'm a stockbroker and I know about Pokemon, but I'm like, man, I want to buy my first Charizard. I know conditional rarity. I know like conditions of cards. I look at all these comps. I don't even know the last public sold PSA card. They're hodling those bitches more closer to themselves than what. But let's just go off the last PSA comp, probably a PWCC premium or golden auction or something, and say it's 200 grand. Then I look at the last 7 sales of CGC 10s under 100 grand a piece. You bet your sweet effing tush. Those are all going to be comps in my head. I am not. There's no shot that I could just be like, yeah, bro, F all those cards that sold for a fifth the price. I will buy that at the last sold PSA price. You're effing smoking meth. If you don't think people that are actually going to be looking at the cards and it's going to be affecting some of the PSA prices, like these CGC cards that are just turning and burning right now. They're liquidating them because they got so many of them, because a bunch of people bought a whole bunch of them when they were 9.5s before it transitioned into 10s, which is pretty much what that auction we just saw is probably one dude's collection getting liquidated because he had a shit ton of them. So as soon as this slows down a little bit, it could be interesting to see how it develops. But man, I cannot bring myself to pay the effing premiums on this son of a bitch right now. Like, I want a blueback Zapdos in a 10. A PSA 10 one of these, you're talking one, I think there's one listed at $1,500. $1,500. There's no shot the dude's going to sell it for a grand. I don't think he would. I don't think he effing would. But man, let me tell you, if a CGC one came up in a Gem Mint 10, that bitch would sell for $300. And you bet your sweet ass I would go straight to that one. 0 F's given. 0. That's insane. I cannot justify. Like, the only reason to not do that, it'd be like, CGC is going to go under. There will be 0 value in these slabs in the future. I think the risk difference between the two, in my mind right now, is in the PSA 10 card. Like for that Zapdos at $1,500. Which one, the $300 10 or the $1,500 10? Which one has a better potential of going up? I don't know. It like the risk. The downside risk of the $300 card is the CGC one, and it feels much better. Me being not a bajillionaire, I'd rather just lose $300 effing dollars if this went to 0, or if this $1,500 card drops down to $1,100, I've now lost more money. I don't know. It just is crazy to me. So here I am, just a novice collector. I don't know what the F's going on. Y'all are effing smoking crack. Y'all don't know what you want anymore, people. Like, we're out here, collect the card, not the grade. Collect the card, not the grade. Ain't no mother effers doing that shit. 0. Like, it's like very limited how many people are doing it. It's crazy. You could tell just by the prices of cards selling right now. Actually effing insane. So, nobody goes by that mantra. I like to think I do because reasons, like, it's crazy. So, good luck to everybody collecting out there. It's been fun. I enjoy it. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Again, I've said it like a million times. Let me know if you got any CGC 10 Zapdos cards or PSA 10 ones that are in same condition as the CGC. I'll pay what the card's worth. Holler at me. Talk to you soon. Go check out my live stream tonight. Appreciate y'all stopping through. Have a good one. Peace.